Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Flagons and Dragons. My name is Bob.
Hi, I'm Sean.
I'm Crystal.
You know John.
This is Mike.
I'm Dylan.
And we are the voices you have heard for the past few weeks, or maybe for the first time if this is your first episode.
Welcome.
Hi.
Welcome.
Pop your cherry.
Gross.
Don't worry, gentle. We'll be gentle.
We will be gentle. Oh, so gentle. We're very happy to have you with us. We're going to get into the adventure in just a minute here, but we have a little bit of business we need to take care of. First of all, we want to John, why don't you tell them where we want to send them?
Why, thanks, Bob. I think I will.
Please do.
We're doing this podcast entirely as a labor of love, both of Dungeons and Dragons and you, the listener.
And beer.
And beer. We also love beer. And sometimes black spiced rum. Oh, Lord.
Wait, we're not getting paid?
Nope. Not yet.
I'll talk to you about that afterwards.
Yeah.
Shit.
But for now...
Here's the thing. There are a lot of costs that happen with making a podcast.
Not just the alcohol.
Not just the alcohol, not just the gas it takes to drive us here.
None of those things. We'll handle that.
I've got gas.
Too much.
Oh my. But we also have, things like recording equipment, hosting fees, stuff like that. And so we're asking for a little bit of help. If you have a couple spare bucks.
How can we help, John?
Well, there's a great website called GoFundMe, which takes donations on our behalf. If you'd like to check out all the great incentives we have available for donation, you can go to our GoFundMe page. The shortened link that we have now is bit.ly/fund
FD.
FundFD. See, it's a tricky one to remember for me for some reason, mostly because I drink a lot. But here's what I'm going to say. The easy way to remember it is bit.ly fun Detroit Fire Department. So fun DFD.
So if the Detroit Fire Department were fun,
Yeah.
then
They always are.
then that would be where we are.
Yeah. Fun Detroit Fire Department,
Right.
fun DFD. Go to that website and give us all your monies.
That's right. And we have some really cool stuff that you can get in exchange for that money, in addition to the good feeling you get from helping us to keep producing a high-quality podcast for you and all your friends to listen to. For a $20 donation, you will get a shout-out on the show during one of these extremely sober intros.
Oh, yeah.
We can we'll give you a name check. We will any kind of short message you would like us to relay to anybody, we'll be glad to do that.
Marriage proposals, death announcements,
job opening postings, anything like that. Anything you'd like to hear us saying.
Who has the restraining order against you?
Yep,
that's right.
That'll work as
See,
well.
I made a paper airplane out of our restraining order, and there's the two of us in the cockpit holding hands. Things like that. Whatever you want to say.
That was banana cakes.
That was off a webcomic.
Okay, no, you're fine. Okay, I
can't
didn't pick up the reference.
That's okay. It's so that's only a $20 donation, and we'll be glad to put whatever kind of message out there you want. For only $50, which might seem like a lot, but let me tell you what you get. You get that shout out that you get at the $20 level, and in addition to that, you get a hand painted miniature from Iron Tusk Miniature Painting. And you can check out Iron Tusk at Painting Tusk on Twitter, or he also has a Facebook page, which is Iron Tusk Miniature Painting. You just search for that. You'll find it. You can see some pictures of his work. That's our buddy Ian.
Mm-hmm.
He does fantastic,
awesome.
really fantastic work. He's working on a, what is it? He's working on some huge army of undead right now. And he's kind of posting shots as he's going through that. Really, really nice work. And he's generously donated, and generally also, and specifically donated at large a few of these minis for us to give out to people that donate to our show. So you can get the shout out plus a mini for the $50 donation, which I think is a steal, because $40 for just the mini would be a steal in my opinion.
No, yeah.
Like
There's blood, sweat, and tears going into those.
the craftsmanship that he puts into his work is just, I mean, it's obvious if you just look at the pictures of the things. So, so go check those out, and we would really appreciate any help you can give us right now.
Bob, should we play Dungeons and Dragons now?
I think maybe playing Dungeons and Dragons would be a fun thing to do.
All right.
All right, so here we go. Let's get into the adventure. This is the next episode of Flagons and Dragons. Notice how I did that? We were recording these modularly, so they can be plugged into any episode, no matter what the title is.
Yeah.
Bob, your edit point goes here for when you cut back in. Let's go!
And go. Enjoy.
Hey, everyone. So,
Hey.
hi. Ooh. Oh, boy. All right, so where we last left off, you guys were headed to the Edermath Orchard to see Darren.
Good old Darren.
Good old Darren. He's I think he's an elf. I might have said that last time. Yeah, he's a half-elf. He's well over 100 years old. And people said something about him being an adventurer. And I think also we were headed here because something about the red brands, right? Does that sound like a
Yeah,
thing?
he needed help
Dealing with the red
dealing with
brands.
some red brand thugs.
Gotcha.
He was looking for a party of hardy adventurers. We happened to fit that
teach
bill.
the bullies a lesson.
That's
Right.
right.
It's important for us to review this because we were all pretty drunk.
So, yeah, the orchards are just, where are they in town? They're just on the west side, northwest side of town. You'll find Darren out working on the trees, working on them, like building them.
Pruning, perhaps?
Pruning, gathering apples, stuff like that. He makes cider here for the local tavern. Tasty. And,
Bless you.
bless you. And he looks up and is like, "What can I do you for?"
Hello.
Hello.
We were told by Sister Gary that you were in need of some assistance.
Oh, Sister Gary. Yeah, I know Sister Gary. She's great. What did she say I needed assistance with? I got enough apple pickers right now, so...
Do I look like an apple picker, sir?
Look like a horse's ass to me, but...
Can I try to relate to this guy as a working man?
No.
Real salt of the earth people.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
like drop some proverb or something.
Yeah, roll me a diplomacy. What is it? Persuasion?
Persuasion.
Persuasion, I believe in this.
Wait, you know how to build trees too?
I've been building trees on this land for nigh under 30 years. I built the finest apple tree.
9.
9? Yeah, give me your proverb.
Can I say
It's a full
an
sentence.
apple a day makes the ladies happy, if you know what I mean?
Well, yeah. That's,
I don't know what you mean.
yeah, so what do you guys do? Do you build trees? I build trees.
A noble profession, to be sure.
We
definitely.
fight bad guys
Oh.
really, really well.
I
I
used-
hear you had some bad guys.
I used to do a little bad guy fighting back in my own day, you know.
Yes.
Name's Darren.
Strom here calls them bogies.
Bogies.
Yes.
Oh, I see. He's a real go-getter type,
Yes, he is a small person, but
but able nonetheless.
his courage belies that fact.
Well, here we got. I've come into some information that's a little troubling. There's this place just a little ways outside of town called Old Owl Well, and been hearing reports that there's a lot of undead around there. Prospectors keep trying to go up to the hill, check it out, and they come back telling tales of zombies, weird things happening around a tower out there. If you go look into that, I'd greatly appreciate it. I'm far too busy building trees right now. too many trees to build, if you know what I'm saying.
Quite.
Left my adventuring days behind me. All building trees now.
Would you like a small knife?
Well, let me take a look at that there knife that you're offering.
Here's a small knife for your information.
I Information about what? You want to know how to build a tree?
Did you need help with something?
I mean, you told us about
someone
the
told us to
dead
come see you
people.
for some reason. We
He
were all
just
kind
told-
of drunk.
He
at the
just
time.
told us what he needed.
Was it with undead? I
So
thought
y'all don't drink, do you?
I thought it was dwarf tossing. I
we're-
thought that
we-
there was bullies
No.
throwing around small people.
Just
So,
cider.
Sister Gary said you had some bullies that you needed taught a lesson.
Oh yes, well the Red Brands. I'd greatly appreciate anyone who could kick them in the hindquarters right out of town, if you know what I'm saying. Hindquarters.
I offer him a high five.
He will gladly reciprocate, even though it's kind of a mid-five from you, my
My
friend.
torso's intuition is that we should go ahead and accept this mission. Any enemy, any friend of my foe is my enemy.
Here's
So-
what I'll sweeten the pot for you.
I don't think that's right.
Yeah,
Friend of my foe is my
That's a botch.
enemy?
yeah, that's it.
Is that what are we? I don't even know.
Let's do what that man said. Let's go down there and kick some Red Brand ass.
Red brands.
Here's
Undead.
what I'm gonna tell you. I know of a back way
Let's go.
into the Red Brand hideout. Not that a strapping young group of adventurers
No,
such as
no.
yourself needs that.
Gilda
no,
here,
I-
No, we
prefer
love
the
the
back
back door.
Gilda here loves the back door. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm just hanging around. Let's do this.
Here's the thing. I really need to know about these zombies up in this hill. So you
course.
go let me know what's going on with that. I'll tell you about the secret entrance.
Any weaknesses or strengths that we should be apprised of?
They're zombies.
The zombies?
Go for their head.
Yeah. They're undead. They shamble around a lot, go
Remove the head or destroy the brain.
Sure.
Really, I found in my day you just hit them hard enough, they tend to go down.
There you go.
I love it when they go down.
That just happened.
Yes, it did.
Oof. 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 Alright.
This is a good start, you guys.
Thank you, Sir Derek.
Second.
Which direction do we head?
That way, just right on over there.
I start walking immediately the direction that he indicates.
I also.
Yes, let's go.
So no on the knife.
Oh, I didn't even get a look at it yet. Hey, let me oh, for the information?
Just
I thought you had information, but I was. Well, we're gonna go do this other thing.
Gotta do it.
I will.
Salad.
I'll take some apples with me. I'm just gonna be plucking them off the.
I hope those are for orphans.
Said they're for zombies. It's important work. You don't know what you're talking about. You were adventuring back in the day. Things have changed a lot. I need this.
Oh, Lord.
Apples are important equipment now.
Are you going to pick down on those apples?
man.
Yeah. I might eat an apple later.
All right.
Just a refresher. We all have a cure moderate potion, right? A cure something potion.
Yeah, I have. And I
Yeah,
also
cure
have
wounds.
water skins full of goblin rum.
Potion of healing.
We have
Yes.
Just a potion of healing.
Potion
is
of
what
healing.
It's called.
2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2,
Everybody's
yeah.
got one.
Yeah.
2d4 plus 2. I don't know why I didn't write that down. Okay. Potion of healing.
I think I'll start trotting now to keep us moving forward.
Solid.
All right, we're on. We got horses.
So we're heading for
Forgot
this hill
about
to
that.
find out what's up with these
Yeah,
zombies.
you're on a little burrow or something.
Yeah,
Right?
Old Owl Well is about the same distance away that Agatha's lair was. I forget what she was called, but she was one of those. No, Banshee? She
Yeah,
was a
Banshee.
All right, solid.
I have a frog.
You do have a frog.
I have a frog.
Yeah.
Should have offered him the frog.
So you're able to travel up to Old Owl Hill without much trouble.
So there was a little bit of trouble.
Yeah.
I tripped over Strom's tail. You have a tail,
Do we
right?
still have the horses?
No, I don't have a tail.
No.
Okay.
Well, you're a
So a
requisitioner.
horse through a shoe.
Yeah.
Horse tradition.
I'm a halfling.
Oh.
Halflings don't have tails.
I
we have stories.
I had always heard that halflings had tails.
I didn't know. I don't know if I ever heard. I always picture halflings.
I've never
with tails.
seen a naked
Oh,
halfling.
tails. Ah.
It's a symbolism.
All right.
So, as you crest a low ridge, you spy the crumbling ruins of an old watchtower standing amid the rugged hills. The place is so old that the walls are only mounds of rubble enclosing a courtyard of sorts. adjacent to the broken stump of an old tower. A colorful tent has been set up in the middle of the courtyard, but no one is in sight. And at this point, I need passive perception checks from everyone.
13.
13. Just let me know if you're above a 10.
I think everybody's
13.
above a
They're just
10.
right.
Everybody's above a 10?
Yeah, Strom is a 10. I think everybody else
I'm a
is 13.
13.
Solid.
Gildor is a 13.
Great. So you all notice the odor of death,
That
sort of.
sounded so natural.
What do you need? Nothing? Great.
The odor of death.
This guy's so weird. I'm so uncomfortable. No, I'm just kidding. Alright, so yeah, you sense the odor. You smell it. Smell the odor of death coming out of the tower.
Okay.
Ooh, let's go in there.
What's up with this tent? What is it?
It's just brightly colored. Looks really
It
fancy.
looks new?
Yeah. Yeah. Looks like somebody's got a nice little place to hang out in.
Huh. In which to hang out?
Yeah, it's a very nice.
Strong! You spilled the ice!
Storm.
That was the horse throwing a shoe.
Ah! That was a terrible horse sound. Just trying to cover.
I was doing my best to be quiet.
Yeah, well, you
Yeah.
failed.
Could I take,
Watch that one.
could I take one of my burned torches and write Reynard rules on the side of this?
Well, I think we should go
broken down
investigate this tent.
thing? Just for fun.
Just on the side of the hill and on the side of the
On the
what?
building.
I got distracted.
Oh,
Hold on.
got you.
Tent smells like dead people.
No, towers.
it?
Tower
yeah,
smells like dead people.
Tent outside of tower. Tower smells like dead people.
Indeed.
Tent's brand.
What's
new.
the tent smell like? No, I'm kidding.
I smell dead people.
I smell dead people.
Sorry, guys, that was me.
Is it like a circus tent, sort of?
Yeah, it's actually really brightly colored.
Is it big?
Gypsies.
It's
not okay.
it's not like a pup tent. I mean, it's not a one-person tent. It'd be like it's
It's not a fortune teller.
what's the phrase? Lamping? No, it's not lamping. What's luxury camping?
Glamping?
Glamping, glamour camping. It's a nice glamping sort of situation going on right here.
God, can I
I
set
see.
it on fire?
If you want.
No, my character wouldn't do that, but I would.
I think is it open or is it closed off?
The flaps are closed on the
Flaps
tent.
are closed?
Yeah, if that's what you're asking.
Yes, that is what I'm asking.
Indeed.
I think we should investigate the tent.
Okay.
I would like to open the flaps and stick my head in.
You see a man, like a large, fat man in a red robe,
Santa.
sleeping on a cot.
Human?
Looks human.
Looks human.
I'm gonna recommend that our rogue guy go look around in here so we don't wake this guy up.
What? That's all he sees?
You see, well, and like there's a nice sort of rug laid out on the ground. There's a small little table with like books and stuff on it. It's like a really nice setup, and it looks like like the tent of a wealthy spellcaster.
I'd
one
like to go
might
pickpocket
guess.
and look for clues.
Clues.
You're
Clues
gonna
and riches.
sneak in there and
Yes.
pick his pocket while he's sleeping.
Yes.
Good on you.
Don't try and stab
Yeah,
him.
this has never turned out badly
Anyway,
in
I
any
can
of our
just don't
adventures.
stab him.
I
Don't
will.
stab him in the throat.
Don't stab him in the
Because
throat.
he might be a fucking
I will
dragon.
bring my knife with me just in case stabbing
case.
is called.
I'll hold that for you.
I've got a small knife.
So now what are you doing?
I'd like to go sneaky around
Mm-hmm.
and pickpocket for riches and keys and anything that can
Be useful.
Be useful in our current predicament.
Lovely.
And I'll hand him my main knife, and I'll take the small knife from Gilda as I pass her.
There you go,
And
Storm. It's all you, buddy.
I'll have Thurgood's back.
You just have your bow at the ready.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Anybody else doing anything before Strom goes in?
Yeah, shit goes bad and I'm burning this thing down.
Okay. Anything else? Anybody good? Everybody good? Mm-hmm. Okay. So go ahead and roll me a Dex stealth check.
Ooh, nat 20.
Yeah, you're basically invisible. As you search for things like actually on his person, you notice that he has a big black tattoo on his shaved forehead.
Do I recognize it from my time in the red whatevers?
Oh, in the red brands?
Red brands?
No, but
This
go
is
ahead
not
and
a
roll
red
me if you have Intelligence Arcana or Intelligence History, roll me one of those.
Would I be able to see this guy from the place?
No,
where
his
I-
head's sort of away from the bed. Or
20.
Okay.
20.
natural?
No.
Or unnatural?
Unnatural 20.
Okay. Yeah, you'd be able to know, is that knowledge history or arcana?
I have
You have
the
both?
same score in both.
Okay. You would recognize then that like his cloaks and like his demeanor and the fact that he's got a tattoo all sort of represent the fact that he's from Fae, which is a country super far away. But there's like the Red Wizards, which are an organized group of spellcasters that generally trade in slaves and magic items. You guys are familiar with the Red Wizards from previous campaigns that we've done.
No one believed that I knew they were
So he's-
creepers.
This,
And the tattoo on his forehead also would signify that he specializes in necromancy.
so this is potentially identifying as a red wizard and B necromancer.
Yes, you would be fairly certain, given his clothing and the tattoo.
Given this information, I should probably just stab him right in the throat, wouldn't you say?
Oh no,
That
No.
never.
that never goes well.
No,
You know what? Yes.
no, he'll turn into a Cthulhu.
Well,
or something.
technically, this is Dylan's decision because
Yeah.
if any of you talk, he's going to wake up.
That's
So, Dylan, if you want to like
Yeah.
look back, I'm sorry,
Paul,
Strom, if you want to look back and be like, should I? Yeah?
checking in with
And
me?
that doesn't read on a podcast, but I'm making the
Well,
throat.
what I'm going to do is I'm going to look back at the group, and I'm going to point to this guy,
Uh-huh.
and I'm going to give him the thumbs down with a really mean face, and then I'm going to give him the noise
Across the throat.
Yeah, across the throat gesture, just
Yeah.
like in Raiders, and I'm going to say, quizzical. Shoulders up, arms out, like as in, should I kill this motherfucker right now?
I will notch an arrow, aim it at the guy's forehead, and also shrug. Like, I don't know, but I'm
Just
ready.
don't let go of the bow.
I'm ready to go.
You know what? I'm going to drop that
If you
tack, and
want.
I'm just going to continue rooting. I'm going to root around for
Other
things that are
things.
going to move us forward.
Okay.
But I will have my knife at the ready.
Yeah. You find, go ahead and roll me search. I believe search is a thing still.
Yes.
Or
Yeah.
is it yes, search?
No, it's perception.
Perception.
Perception?
Yeah.
Roll me a perception roll.
Me?
No, I'm Dylan. He's still Strom third.
We're good.
Third good.
A solid 6.
A solid 6. You're able to see most of the stuff that is immediately available to you in terms of like books and some scrolls on a desk. You know, a few like camping supplies, some rations, stuff like that. But you don't see anything that's like tucked away, hidden, or any sort of like.
Can I roll a perception?
You're not
in
in
there.
intent.
Not
My
if
head's
you-
stuck in there.
I mean, I would say if you want to roll a perception, yes, but it'll only be for like a part of the room because you can't like actively move around the room unless you want to go into the room. In which case, then you just give me a stealth check.
I don't want to go through all that.
You probably should have done investigation instead of.
What's
Oh, investigation. Yeah, give me one of those because that's probably a smarter.
Investigation.
An actual
I'm
way
gonna-
to do
I'm
that.
gonna Start investigating now. 17 in investigation.
Okay, and do you want to investigate his body as well?
Oh yes,
Then give me a sleight of hand as well.
9.
Okay, great.
He's gonna wake up.
Do you have any bonuses to that?
That was with the bonus.
That's
I
with the
rolled-
bonus.
I rolled a 4.
Yeah, it's a 4 on the die.
Yep.
Wasn't great.
Okay, so looking around the room
I still
with
have
your
a knife.
with your investigation,
My dominant
That's
hand.
that's why you couldn't be sneaky with your hand because you're trying to hold a knife and
a tiny knife, but small knife,
small
It's a
knife.
small knife.
small knife.
Just a little small.
But you're able to find it tucked away in the corner a bag with 20 gold in it, a little pouch if you want to take that.
Oh yeah.
And then as you start patting him down, he suddenly stirs. He's like, what the?
Boom! I lunge it and it's straight for his throat.
I take it, I shoot him in the head. As soon as I see him moving for the throat, I fucking take that shot.
Lovely.
I set the tin on fire.
Oh shit!
Anything from Ankle Dankle or Big Boutte while everybody's taking
I
death
can't
strikes?
see. I guess I'll wait to see if I can see
Well, you
that
say-
guy.
you do see Gildor set fire to the tent in that
Yeah,
moment. So
I'll wait until I can see what the threat is, and then I'll cast.
okay. So how are you setting fire to the tent?
Burning hands.
Burning hands, and then you're just
Big Boutte is just standing there shaking his head.
these ruffians.
I'm
right.
lunging for his throat.
So I will need an attack roll from you, and an attack roll from I wanted to call you Pasquale really bad, but it's Reynard the Fox.
Now it's very nice.
Oh boy, that went everywhere. Here, take that.
What was that?
Whatever you're attacking.
If it was really good, I was just gonna take it. I dropped it
Oh,
on the
what?
floor.
And what should he use for his attack for a small knife?
The same as a regular knife.
What were we rolling?
As a short sword?
Yeah, if he's got a short sword, the attack bonus would be the same. I'll give you the damage.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Gotcha. 17.
17,
17 with the
18.
knife.
18,
I mean 17.
17.
No.
Yes.
Jesus. I'm too
What
drunk
plus
right
what?
now.
What plus what? What'd you roll?
8 plus
8 plus
7, so that's 15.
15.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
17 with
I got-
the knife, 15 with
I
the.
had way too much of this whiskey.
Alright, so those are both hits. So roll damage on your longbow, and then Strom, roll me a d4 and add your strength bonus to it. Oh, I got some here.
D4 minus 1.
I need D8.
Got it.
6.
So 6 from Reynard and 1.
One on the
Zero.
dice, so that would be a 0.
0 damage.
Oh, you can't do 0 damage with a knife,
One,
so I'll give you
then.
1.
1.
So 6, 7. Woo, boy. 2 minus 7 is...
See, we usually play this with beer, and you shut up with whiskey tonight.
We've only got 3 inches left, too, so.
Yeah,
Oh,
and we were
Lord, you
drinking
did
for like a half an hour before we started.
Okay, so at this point, we're gonna need an initiative.
Yay! Crit!
Nice.
Yeesh. Ooh, no.
This die is so good.
Okay, just a second. Everybody. Ankle dankle.
2.
Oh.
Yeah. A very
Um,
impressive 2.
and then Gildor,
I rolled a 5.
5. Yeah, everybody rolled real good. Boutte,
Nat 20
Nat
for a
20.
19.
and then Strom
17.
and Reynard.
5.
5. I'm gonna guess you have the higher dex of you and Gildor. Because he's at a +3 modifier.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's what I figured. The tent is on fire. The wizard appears to have a decent chunk of damage, and he's just so freaked out by the knife and the arrow going into him from sleep. He just seems like stunned, like what? Who? What? So then that brings us to Boutte.
I'm going to charge into the burning tent
Mm-hmm.
and grab the guy and pull him out.
Okay, so for that, I'm going to need a strength.
Grab.
The guy we're trying to kill.
Santa Claus.
Yeah, because I'm not entirely keen on killing another guy that has all the information for our fucking adventure.
I mean,
I think it's great that you guys just leave a trail of death behind you. Yeah, just roll me a straight strength check.
This was completely an accident, though.
I'm supposed to be an honorable
He wasn't
guy.
supposed to wake up.
21.
Right?
21. Yeah, you got no problem hefting his ass up off the cot. Yeah, and then next round you'll be able to walk him right out the tent. Which then brings us to Strom.
Withhold action.
You're just going to delay?
Yep.
Alright, and then... you hear in the distance.
Oh, good.
Yeah. And then that brings us to Reynard.
That usually means Santa Claus
It's coming to
bunny,
town.
and the bunny friends are coming
Yeah.
to bring us.
How's this
gifts.
guy looking?
He's up on Boutte's shoulder, who has hefted him up fireman style off the cot and looks to be turning to head him out the door. But in terms of like how he's looking health wise, he's well above. Like he's not bloody yet.
Okay.
Put it that way. He's got some superficial wounds.
Your mom's superficial.
Yeah.
I would actually like to start grabbing all of the shit that's in this tent and
Okay, cool.
throwing it like outside of the line of fire,
Right out the door.
so
yeah.
that we can still kind of rummage through the garbage.
Totally, that's a good
I'll
idea.
also do that as well. I
Okay,
enjoy
you
that
see that
action.
idea?
We'll
Okay, so we got
accomplish twice as
two-
much.
Two
We're just gonna
dudes worth
dominate
of.
and scare the shit out of this guy. right
Gotcha.
away.
Then ankle dankle.
I'm gonna hold my.
Oh,
action.
Gildor first,
Yeah.
then ankle dankle. My bad.
Oh, I get to. I'm just gonna stand there.
Okay.
And laugh.
Watch the firework. Then ankle.
I'm gonna hold my action.
Hold an action too. And he's like, is what the wizard says. The tent
Can
is
I
now.
not? Can I with my nat 20?
Oh, you get an extra because I'm a
Can,
dummy.
so I can get him out.
Out.
of
Yeah,
the
we'll
thing.
just say
Okay.
he's already out, and now you get an action.
Okay.
The tent is like halfway on fire now.
Can we, Strom? Do you think you got everything under the tent?
No.
No, I
No?
did most of it.
You
he's,
got some?
He's a little guy. I'm carrying most of this crap. I'm just saying.
Because I can go grab stuff out of the tent too.
Do it, Ankle.
I am going to put him down, holding his hands behind his back.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you and what are you doing here?
He still seems too freaked out to do anything. Like above board, he's got a natural 1 on his initiative, so I'm just having him basically be stunned for the round. So until his action, he's literally just babbling, which then brings us to Strom. Unless you have anything else you want to do. Okay. Strom, tent's about half on fire. You guys are still throwing stuff out. You've got maybe 50% of the things, the items of interest in this tent out.
I suggest that we remove this individual to a different location. I heard something off in the distance. Let's grab one more round of pillaging, and then let's run someplace else and see if we can hide and interrogate our quarry.
You say that faster though, right?
Indeed.
Something more along the lines of "Let's get him out of here."
Fuck
Something's
out of
coming.
here.
Grab some more shit. Let's get him out of here.
There you go.
Is there a good place for us to like hide all this shit that we dragged out of his tent?
It's pretty open ground around the tower. It appears to be sort of clear cut all around. So you need to make probably like a 300-400 yard dash to actually get back into the trees.
So we're fighting whatever it is that's.
But you know, I
anyway.
mean, a lot of
Yeah.
the stuff you guys are pulling is like light, like books and stuff like that.
So we can probably carry a majority of what.
Yeah, you can if you scoop it up in your arms, like you could get. Yeah, there's no like large chests or
Alright, well,
anything.
just grab
Like
all
everything
this-
you're throwing out is books and scrolls
Let's
and
grab
notes.
this
And,
stuff and this dude and just get out of here. Unless we want to fight this thing, I can go either way.
Follow me, and I head off to the woodland, to the wood line,
Okay.
grabbing 3 books.
okay,
Okay, I assume I'm going to be slowed down because I'm dragging this guy with me.
totally.
And I'll carry all of the guy's personal belongings, I guess.
I'll carry some too.
Yeah.
I'll grab some scrolls.
Okay. So you guys all scoop that up. You
That's a strong drink.
It's a stir.
you notice some zombies.
Or less liquor.
No, we still got 2 inches left. You got to get through them.
Okay.
I can
Well, he got a couple hours too.
No, we got to get through it the first 40 minutes of the broadcast. That's what the
Yeast.
bottle said.
Yeast.
Oh.
See, instead
That's a
of,
very
instead of
specific
pouring
bottle.
fingers, Instead of pouring fingers, Dylan just fists you in the mouth.
I pour by the face, yes. Indeed.
Almost.
Okay, so you're able to see a bunch of zombies coming out of the tower, and they're moving towards you at a fairly decent rate. As fast as zombies go. What is
Right.
your move speed, Butte?
It is. I think it's
30?
30. Hold on. Yeah, 30.
Okay. So yeah, everybody's able to pretty much you're pretty sure you can outpace the zombies, but the wizard from over your shoulder starts commanding the zombies. And it's like, come after them! Come after them! Rescue me, my children! Rah!
Can you knock him out?
Yeah, knock him the fuck out.
You
Yeah.
Or do you want one of
Silence.
us to? Yeah.
Silence him,
No,
please.
I'll hit him with the handle of my
You're going to
great
hit him
axe.
with the what?
The handle of my great axe.
Not the freeze cat?
Not the freeze cat.
The freeze cat.
Not yet.
Or the
I'm gonna
bonus
hit, I'm
fist.
gonna hit him. I'm gonna
Not
hit
the,
him.
not the pommel of your sword.
I'm gonna hit him with the handle of my great axe
Alright.
to do non-lethal damage and try and knock him unconscious.
Okay. As you bring your handle up, I want you to make a wisdom saving throw.
I hope he doesn't cut his head off.
18.
18. You should probably be okay with that. One second, let me check his. Yes, you're fine. You shake off the effects of some sort of mind control spell
Goddamn right.
and bring it down. Roll me. What's your axe damage normally?
It's a 1d12 plus 3.
Okay, roll one smaller for the handle. So like
So
1d10.
1d10?
Yeah.
7.
7. All right.
7 non-lethals.
7 non-lethals.
That was total. Yeah, I rolled a 4.
And then everybody else is just booking it for the
Yep.
woods.
Yep.
He goes limp. Roll me a wisdom.
Who?
Yeah, sorry, you, Butte. Roll me a wisdom.
13.
He's faking.
Okay, I'll hit him again.
Roll damage again.
Oh no, that's a D10 I need to roll. That is 12.
12. He goes limp again. Limper.
Limper.
Yeah, and this time you get the sense that he's out for reals.
Okay.
And you guys are able to hightail it. Zombies are still coming,
How
but
many?
you would wager almost like somewhere between 8 and 12. Quite a few of them.
Okay.
You are obviously able to build up a pretty good distance between you and them, just in the trek out to the woods.
Sure.
But they're still coming. Like
Okay.
you can see them. Like if you take a second and stop once you get in the tree line, like you can still see them coming down from the tower.
So we can't avoid this battle.
Well, I
We're
mean,
just taking
Well,
it
we're
in the
gonna
woods.
have some cover
yeah. I mean,
from the trees, but
I mean, what I would say is the options that present themselves to you guys right now are you can either keep running and get enough distance on the zombies that hopefully they can't find you.
Over my shoulder, I yell, "Zombies, we'll take a rain pass."
the fuck does that even
I have no idea.
he's fucking
Looking at
up.
idioms.
He's screwing up idioms.
Big Boutte just looks at him and goes, I think you mean rain
Okay.
check.
So
Now I get it. French class.
do we wanna dump this guy's stuff on the ground, tie him up in a tree, and fight these things or something? Well, they're not gonna kill him. There's babies.
But we don't want him to get away. He's the only one with information.
He's unconscious.
He knocked him out. Yeah.
Well, I know, but that's only going to last for a little while if we're all
My-
preoccupied fighting zombies
Let's tie him up.
or undead
Let's
or
dump.
whatever.
Let's dump out. Tie the guy up. Beat up his zombies and.
Leave somebody on him.
Can I have a long P word,
Prestidigitation.
that one, that I can make an odor. Can I make like an odor downwind from us that they can smell? They will smell like the dude. So maybe they'll go that way instead of towards us.
It's worth a shot, yeah.
I like that.
That's
Yeah.
a good idea.
What's the range on that?
10 feet.
10 feet.
Wow, that's worthless.
Yeah.
As I say, that's a really good idea. But, you figure if you could... I mean, there might still be a way to work that trigonometry out. I just don't know it.
Yeah, it's not going to throw
One
him
of us
off
can
enough
cast
to...
wind. I don't know.
I can do a puff of wind after that.
How far away are the zombies?
At this point, we'll say they're probably about 100 feet out.
All right. What's...
Ooh, I could just-
How long, judging by how fast they've been running, how long do we think it's going to take them to cover 100 feet?
About 30 seconds.
Okay.
Which is enough. I mean, a lot of time in terms of, like, just singular... 5 rounds.
Right.
5 rounds worth of actions. So you can keep going and keep building up that amount of time you have before zombies get to you. But, obviously...
It's like eventually they're gonna catch up to us.
Well, eventually you'll have to
we
stop.
will ride forever, and they will keep chasing us.
Yeah, well, but you would after miles, you would set up such a distance between yourself and them because, like, basically for every 100 feet you move, they can only move 80.
I say we just fight them.
Well, what I'm thinking is if we can get a little bit deeper into the woods, we can turn around, fan out,
Flank them.
and basically ambush them as they come into the
Definitely.
Say that
into
one more
the
time.
woods. Yeah.
What?
Get some distance and then
We're gonna
flank them.
pincher them.
How much distance are we looking for? Because I'm
Pincer.
only really effective within 30 feet.
Well, right, but I mean, we're not going to attack them until they get on us. But
Uh-huh.
if
Set
we
a
can,
trap.
if we can
Yeah.
get further
Okay.
away,
They get
it'll
more
take
of a-
them. We have more of a chance
To
to
prepare.
Yeah.
set a thing in the woods. So let's
That's
do
good,
that.
yeah.
Let's
How
run.
much time do you want to set up a thing?
All right, how far into the woods would we have to go to give us 2 minutes before they were on us?
I'd say if you all moved at full sprint.
So we would essentially need 400 feet of distance.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'd say, if you move at full sprint, we can probably do that in, let's say 5 minutes of running, hard running.
Okay. So let's do that. Let's run for 5 minutes into the woods, and then we'll say, here, and we'll turn around, ready our weapons, spread out, so that we can get them, flank them and pinch them. And
Lovely. Sounds good. So let's get that all set up. Is
in
there
the
any-
meantime, if somebody will toss me a rope, I will tie this dude's hands.
I do so.
Okay.
Okay.
Reynald, your rope.
Here, big buddy.
Big Boutte, thank you.
Buttercup.
To each their own.
I want buttercup to be used.
That's the sweetest one.
What all does everybody else want to do in terms of...
I have a question.
I
Yeah, hit me.
Does my character know? I mean, is it the same sort of in-game dynamic you heal undead and that's causing
Yeah.
harm.
Oh, totally.
My character knows that, right? Okay, good. That's all.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Fire them heal spells when they get here. Okay.
All right. So as you guys are planning your ambush, I'm going to start a 2-minute timer here on my phone, and once the 2 minutes hit, the zombies are here, like it or not. And go.
All right. I'll be in the center with my axe.
Okay.
What do you have?
Wizard.
Okay.
I'm gonna go up into the trees and be
Yes.
sniping.
Lovely.
Ready to
Archer,
snipe.
Archer in the trees. Let's have the casters need to be close because their range is smaller, right?
I don't know if I have anything that's going to affect undead except for turn undead.
We have heal.
That's touch. It's
Touch.
a touch attack.
Okay.
Or touch.
I got 60 feet.
Okay.
Okay, our touch attack needs to be the
Yeah.
drawing them in.
Right. You got the casters. Casters get next to me in the middle.
Okay.
We'll send the halfling and the archer off to the sides,
Perimeter. Yeah.
and they can flank when they get close to us.
All right.
Okay, yeah, because if I turn undead, it means that they turn away.
1
Right.
minute.
So they should be easy pickings.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything
They're
else?
good. Are you taken to the trees like me?
You have a bow, right? Yeah. You get
Yeah,
up.
let's
You
both-
get up in a tree. Both of you get in a tree on either side. About
Do you want to be in a
40
tree, Strom?
That's fine.
Okay.
About 40, 50 feet out, and I'll be in the middle with the casters next to me
Okay.
My hands are frosty.
with the frosty hands,
Frosty
and,
hands.
and ray of frost and burning hand, all that shit.
Yeah.
30 seconds. Are we good?
We're good. We're set up.
Setting this forest on fire.
Execute. Okay. So, what I'll need from everybody then is initiative rolls.
So this week's combat is brought to you once again by beer.
Beer.
Because we like beer. John, why don't you tell us what the beer we've got for this week
You
is?
should hand me that bottle right quick.
I'd
then.
love to.
Okay. Today we are drinking a pumpkin patch ale by Rogue. It's you should tell me where Rogue is out of. Oh man,
Oregon.
Yeah, I should know that.
It's Oregon.
It's awesome because the font on the bottle makes Oregon
It's
look
Oregon.
like dragon.
It says that it's made out of their own farmed pumpkins.
Pumpkins, which is
Out there.
super cool.
Yeah.
Super cool. We do a similar thing down here.
I think there are something like 20,000 different breweries that have a pumpkin ale coming out right now.
Oh well, yeah, it's
It's a
tis the
pretty
season.
popular
Season.
thing, yeah.
Yeah, I find this one to be pleasant.
Mm-hmm.
It's let me get another hit
Yeah.
here.
Have a little sippy. It's got a nice color to it.
Yeah, it's got that nice
It's a
sort of
light,
ambery,
light amber color.
Yeah.
Does
Um,
it have pig inside it?
Pig inside it?
It's got a little piggy.
Pig inside it.
Oh yeah, there is a picture of a pig on the bottle. That means it pairs well with pork
Ah.
or dessert. Is what these I think indicate.
Huh.
Yeah.
But I can
No,
see
that's-
that,
that makes
pairing
sense.
really well with pork because it's got
Yeah.
that sweet sort of like
Thing.
yeah, the sweet sort of that pumpkin pie sort of thing.
Yeah.
That's not
The
the like
nutmeg.
nutmeg or the any of that other stuff. It's the pumpkin of it.
Yeah.
Where it's like an almost like creamy sort of.
Mhm.
Go
It
well
is
with-
very creamy.
Go well with yams.
I think it says it's got nutmeg in it.
Oh yeah, does it?
Yeah.
It probably does.
Could
have
be
the
brewed
nutmeg
with
thing.
nutmeg. Let's get what Dylan. What do you think about this? I'll look up see if it's got this says something about nutmeg in here.
Well, I was reading
Yeah.
the notes, the recommended notes from their website,
Mhm.
and I can pick up a few of them definitely. I mean, it's the common.
And what do they describe it as? And how do you?
Well, I guess the important thing is it's a grow your own, so
Mhm.
they do have to grow it on site.
Right.
The pumpkin that is. They use their own hops and barley. It says as far as the ingredients, ginger, cloves, vanilla bean, cinnamon, cardamom, nutmeg. It's
Mhm.
basically
orange
what,
peel, vanilla. Yep.
it's what you would expect in a pumpkin ale. I'm trying to pick up. I mean, I can pick up cinnamon. I can pick up nutmeg.
You get a little bit of that citrusy orange from the orange.
I think it's a touch
Little
too
bit in
sweet for my taste. I don't think it has enough beer notes as opposed to Thanksgiving notes.
Definitely, I think that's sort of that seems to be the trend, like in this style. Would you agree with me, Bob?
Yeah,
In terms of the pumpkin ales, I get it. It's like pumpkin, and then there's a beer in there
There's
too.
ale, yeah.
Not to toot our own horn, but the thing I like about our Venatucci, I guess, is probably the star of our area, here in
Local
Colorado
area,
Springs. They get a nice hops, a nice alcohol. It's higher in alcohol. It's hoppier. It's more beer than pumpkin, and this is definitely the opposite. This is sweet. I couldn't handle. What is that? That's like
That's a bomber.
Like
That's a
liter.
deuce.
Yeah. It's a half a bomber.
Yeah.
It's too much.
It's not a
for
growler.
me.
It's a bomber.
True that.
Okay.
It's too much. It's too much for me as far as the savory. I like the beer notes. I like the hops. I like a little sharper body. I like to feel. Beer as opposed to.
Totally. Yeah.
Cinnamon.
Yeah, it
No, I
does.
get
It
that.
does. It has a little strange mouthfeel to it too. It's a little bit slippery. Is the only way I can think of to describe it.
Okay.
It
I
feels a
think that's
little.
the lack of hops. There's no edge to it.
Yeah.
It's very velvety.
Yeah.
That's the same argument I have with nitro. Nitro is just so freaking smooth. You can't.
There's no
There's
punch
no edge
to
to
it.
it.
Exactly, and I
Well,
really
that-
like that punch.
That might be the element of this where it's from Oregon, pairs with weed, and like something like PBR, you could drink a bunch of these if you were just like eating Thanksgiving dinner and trying to get wasted.
No, definitely. When I see like something with something like a like pork, like it suggests on the bottle.
Yeah, I
like
think-
if you had like a real peppery like pork chop sort of thing,
Yeah.
like something nice and sweet and smooth like this would, I think, counter nicely to something like that.
I do have one question about the ingredient list. Dylan hit most of them. I'm just going to go down it real quick. We've got pumpkins, Rogue Farms Dare, Risk, Carafa 2, and Crystal Wheat malts. Rogue Farms independent hops, orange peel, cinnamon, cloves, cardamom, vanilla, ginger, and nutmeg. Now this is the one I have a little bit of a problem with. Free range coastal water. What the fuck does that mean?
Well, it means it's water that was freedom. I mean, it wasn't kept in a pen.
It's like salt water.
It's not.
It has access to the outdoors.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah, like beach water.
It has to have
Oh,
a
no.
3x3 opening where it can actually go outside
Right.
if it chooses
Okay.
to.
Like
That's ridiculous.
You're taking on the
But
That is
the
some,
very next ingredient on the list, the last ingredient, is Pac-Man yeast. And so I think that makes up for the free-range coastal water.
this is the most Oregon ass beer.
This
I've
is
ever
the
heard
most
of.
Oregon-ass beer.
Well, but Rogue is kind of cheeky like that anyway.
Yeah,
and I really
Well, no,
really,
and
really
Pac-Man
like
is a yeast
Yeah,
strain.
yeah, yeah.
That is a
Guy
yeast strain.
awesome. They would Dead Guy, right?
Yeah, Dead Guy is,
Yeah.
And
is
that gets
Rogue.
great. No,
Yeah.
Rogue makes a lot of
Yeah.
really great beers.
Yeah, and we had a Rogue Shakespeare
Right.
stout that did not get reviewed,
Right.
but it will be at some point in the future.
So what's everybody's vote?
Oh yeah. So attribute
what would you-
bumps.
Attributes, yes. We'll just start. We'll go around the table. We'll start with John, and we'll go this way. John, what is your attribute modifier for this beer?
I think this gives me a +2 to charisma, because it gets me drunk and sociable.
Right.
If there was a +5 to Thanksgiving food, or like turkey stuffing,
Right.
it would definitely defer that. That's not the word that I was gonna say.
I know what you mean, but I can't think of the word either.
Throw
I think you mean
over to Mike
diffuse.
now.
Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely has advantages when it comes to sitting around with your family and watching football or whatever and eating food.
All right.
Socialization, yeah, plus
Yeah, sure.
whatever. And just being kind of a hipster Oregon thing, it's totally got that.
It's like +3 to Fixie
Covered.
Bike.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
I'm going to give this a -1 to my charisma. because I don't feel like it's going to. I'd like to see double or triple the IBU. Granted, I'm from Colorado, and that's what we're all about.
what we do up
However,
here.
Right.
hops, I need the backbone that hops offers that I can bounce just maybe half of these flavors. I don't need to taste 12 cinnamon, nutmeg, cardamom, vanilla bean, pumpkin. I don't need all that crap. Just give me 3 of them and bounce it off of a nice backboard that I can say, "Oh man, that's an awesome banana flavor that I'm getting through." I don't need to think too much about it. This is a negative 1 to charisma and probably a negative 1 to intelligence. I don't feel like I can keep up with it. It's too much for my mouth to handle. Give me some purity.
I like that.
All right, I'm going to go right along with that. Being being of German descent and also having been a brewer and believing very strongly in the German purity laws, too many goddamn ingredients in this beer. So I'm going to say that it actually grants a +3 to bluff. Because this is not a pure beer.
You're saying this is a beer of lies.
I'm saying it's a beer of lies.
Damn.
Let me say that I like it. I do like it. And I would drink this again, especially with some pork. But according to German purity standards, this is not a beer. This is a fermented malt beverage, but it is not a beer.
Are you calling this a Zima, Bob?
This is not a beer.
Oh, Zima.
I just want to say to all our listeners at Rogue, I love a lot of the beers you make.
No.
Yeah.
As I said, I like it.
We've been getting a lot harsher on beer.
But if we're going by German purity laws, which is laws, not standards, laws, this is not strictly speaking a beer. Sean?
I get the shakes from it, so
Sean does not care for it.
+3 to diabetes.
yeah. Yeah. I'm not gonna say anything bad, because, well, whatever. So,
Policy.
Yeah,
policy?
policy. Not saying anything bad, but I do get the shakes from drinking this. So
That's fair.
Yeah.
It should be noted that he actually has 3 fingers left in his glass.
Yeah, it's true.
He only managed one half sip there.
Yeah.
I tried 2 sips. And
Yeah, he doesn't care for it.
That's cool.
That's perfectly fine.
Crystal, what you got?
We're going to get his palate.
I'm gonna say, since we're in 5th edition, and nature is an intelligence attribute, there's all sorts of nature going on in this beer.
This is true.
That's true.
Obviously,
Free-range
a
water.
+1 or a +2. I'm gonna say it's a -2 for charisma though, because if somebody tried to sell me a beer or pour me a beer and tell me it had free-range coastal water in it, I would not be interested.
Yeah.
Beer of lies.
Rogue, we love you. We love a lot of your beers, but
I
give me a
enjoy
break
it.
with the free-range water.
I,
give me a break.
Taking you to task right now. The
That's-
no spin zone.
That's silly. All right, so to sum up, we like it, but we have some problems with it. That's the Rogue Farms Pumpkin Patch Ale. I do agree that it would go nicely with dessert. I think it is a very good dessert.
Yeah. Might be
For
too
sure.
much sweets, but yeah.
Well, with a pumpkin pie that's still a little savory,
I got
I
you.
think you're gonna be in good shape.
I got
Maybe
you.
even a bread pudding. I think this would go nice with a bread
As
pudding.
long as it's not too sweet. This is very sweet, and
Yes.
you need something to contrast this. You
Yes.
need
Spicy
some
pork.
Yeah.
Spicy pork.
I say
Carnitas.
a bowl of stuffing would go nicely with this.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm all for that.
Yams, man. I'm thinking yams.
I wouldn't go sweet. I wouldn't go dessert. I'd go stuffing and this. That'd be my dessert.
All right, so there you go. Grab a bowl of stuffing and a pumpkin patch ale, and settle down for the Lions game.
Yeah,
Sounds good.
That's what happens.
All right, so
Rogue Farms.
Rogue Farms. We will now take you back to the combat. Enjoy.
All right, let's start with Reynard.
15.
15. And Strom.
9.
9. And Boutte.
8.
8. And Gildor.
Gildor rolled a 21.
Woo! And Ankle Dankle.
6.
6. So the zombies come tromping through the thing. I'm going to give you guys a surprise round since you turned around on ambush. Everyone will also have advantage for any attacks made or anything like that. So let's go through the order. Boutte, you are first up. All zombies at this point will
Really?
be
With
within.
an 8?
Who got the 21?
Gildor.
Gildor. Why did I write
Pretty
Boutte
sure
next to it? I am.
Gildor.
No more whiskey at Dungeons and
21.
Dragons.
Oh, you're
It's a
so
fun game.
wrong.
Alright, so, Gildor.
Yes.
You get first action. Zombies are 30 feet out. The first few zombies are 30 feet out.
And what exactly is advantage again?
You roll 2 d20s for anything you need to roll a d20 for.
Alright, I'm gonna Ray of Frost the first dude through
Okay.
for a 17
17 will hit.
for 3 points of damage, and they are slowed to 10 feet
Oh,
per round.
that will then. Anything else? You move in? Anything?
No, I'm gonna
Okay.
hang out, start frosting back up.
Then Reynard.
Can I fire more than one arrow at the same time to be flashy? And
Well, with that action surge thing you have,
You can get 2 attacks, but it's
you can get 2 attacks, but it wouldn't be 2 arrows at the same time. If you want to do 2 arrows at the same time, because I think that's kind of badass.
what about 3 arrows?
Well, 3 arrows at the same time, I'm going to add like plus 4.
About 5.
I'd give you 2 at once, but you'll roll with disadvantage.
Yeah, why not? That sounds fun.
so he just rolls 1 because he's got advantage, right?
No, I'm going to say that's such a big deal. He rolls 2 advantage. So you roll 2 d20 and you take the lower of the 2. So 8 plus 7. So 15.
15.
That hits. Go ahead and roll double damage. I should not have made that so easy. The DM immediately regrets. So 7 and 1.
Plus 3 piercing.
Oh, okay. So 8 plus 6, 14. Was that on the one that Sean hit with the Ray of Frost, or is that on a Gildor? Excuse me.
2 different guys. I was on 2 different guys. Now that you're asking me after I roll.
Okay. I will work that out. Oh, no. I know how to do that because I watched the dice roll. So 10 to one, 4 to the other. Okay. That moves us on to Strom.
I will shoot one with my short bow.
Okay.
13,
13 will hit.
4. 4 damage.
Now, are you aiming at a fresh one or one that's already been hit?
One that's already been hit, the second one.
The second one. Got it.
And with my cunning action, I will use a hide.
All right. Go ahead and roll that stealth check.
Unnatural 20.
Lovely. Yeah, you're pretty well hidden. Remember that when I get back around to you.
Gotcha.
Boutte.
I will throw a javelin at the one that Gildor hit with the Ray of Frost.
Sounds good. Go ahead and roll that attack with advantage.
It's not going to be that one. That one's barely any better. 12.
12 will hit.
Okay. Good thing these guys are squishy. 4.
Everybody's doing really good at like hitting them in the shoulders
Yeah.
and the thighs and non-vital parts.
We're like level 2. What do you expect?
Yeah. Certainly not anything awesome. Just kidding. You guys are doing great. Ankle, it's your turn.
Does radiant damage hurt or heal?
Hurts them.
Okay. How many are within 30 feet?
Roll a d12. 7 of them are within 30 feet of you.
Out of how many?
12.
Yeah. I will attempt. Well, if a creature is in combat, can I still turn it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna wait on that then and cast something else for a minute. Let's do guiding bolt
Okay.
at one that hasn't been hit.
Okay.
It's a ranged spell attack.
So yeah, roll it. Your
Ranged attack.
yeah.
What's a ranged? What's the? Ooh, because the only ranged attack I have is on a thrown hand axe. So
Yeah, that would be it.
that's it.
The attack bonus would be the
Okay.
attack bonus that you use.
So what do I roll then?
2 d20s.
Two
Okay,
d20s.
roll 2 d20s. Pick the one I want. Add 4 to it.
Yeah,
There
you
we
played
go.
Dungeons and Dragons before.
I'm catching up.
It's whiskey night. It's okay.
See, it is whiskey night.
18, so 22.
22 definitely hits.
Okay, and then that particular spell is Guiding Bolt. Come back. 46 radiant damage.
Jeez Louise.
2,
Nice.
3, 4. I could have done better than that.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
not a great roll.
Yeah, well,
Is it 7?
7. Not even half.
Yeah, that's kind of sad. That's okay though. That brings us to back up to the top with Gildor.
Yay! I'm going to frost the guy I just frosted
Okay.
with a 14.
Yes, sir.
We don't get advantage anymore, right?
No, advantage is gone.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Still a
14 was
14.
the first.
Yeah.
Okay. For 1 point.
Really, really chipping away at him. You got that
Yeah.
fingernail like it's frozen solid.
But he can only move 10 again.
Yeah.
Still,
Still.
even again.
More.
Again, even more so. Renard.
So where are these guys at right now?
Yeah, they kind of sparsed around within 30 to 40 feet.
They're
None
all
of those are words. What you
Sparsed
just
and
said.
sparsed.
I think you mean dispersed.
They're interdarsed.
they're all spread out.
They're
you know?
Straddled.
They're spraddled,
Yeah, yeah.
besotted,
They're
and
strewn.
straddled.
They're strewn throughout the forest.
Yeah.
Straddled.
Strung.
If they're besought,
They're all
that's
still.
excellent.
Yeah.
They're all still alive.
Yeah, well, all still undead, but yeah.
All
That is a bad pun. Yeah, minus 2 to the DM.
All still strolling around.
Strolling around.
Welcome to Making Up New Words with Flagons and Dragons.
Okay. Are they okay? What I'm thinking is I can maybe take one of these torches I have and one of these water skins of goblin rum and make a makeshift Molotov cocktail thing.
Flamethrower.
That I can
Hell
just
yeah, let's do it.
chuck
I
right
love
on.
that. I love that.
Okay, what do you want me to do?
Roll your ranged attack, because we'll say, like, your move action would be shoving the rag or whatever into the thing
Lighting the water skin on
and
fire.
lighting the water skin on fire, and then roll your... That definitely hits.
25.
What are you aiming at specifically?
The epicenter of their sprawling.
So, like, the quad... the quadrant of most scrolls?
yeah, where the central sprawl. That was sprawl.
I love that you used epicenter and sprawling in the same fucking sentence.
I mean, where they're most conglomed.
Yeah, yeah,
An area of great conglom.
yeah.
Our DM is from Berlin. In case you haven't noticed.
Alright, so, yeah, you're able to roll a d8, because I see one on the table in front of me. 5. That's how many of them you can affect. Roll this one d12 here for me to figure out which one is the epimass of the quadrilateral.
5.
5. Alright, so 5 and 5.
Oh, the
Finish.
5 and 5.
Alright,
So this will
now
go.
let's say. What would a Molotov cocktail do? Let's say 2d6.
12d6.
12d6. 12d6.
And ongoing, right?
Because we're in a.
Catch
Well, ongoing would be, yeah, a point. But yeah.
6.
6, so 6 to everyone within the conglom. I'm wearing the gag out far too fast. Okay, so 5 of them catch on fire. Let me add that in. High 5.
I didn't hit the frozen one, did I?
No.
Good. That was the only one I was worried about.
Would that thaw him?
Yeah. Well, it does. The hangnail that got
Right.
frozen.
Right.
Did 4 points of damage.
You did 1 last time.
And then 3.
Right, so 4 total.
Yeah.
Yeah, big man. Big man.
At least a pinky, right?
Not bad for 2 attacks.
Yeah, doing real good. Strom, that'd be you.
Before I
you're
attack,
hidden, which is good because you get advantage on this attack.
Yes.
before I attack with my short bow, I'd like to use a free action and shout, "Life is 10% what happens to me, and 90% how I react to it."
And now
Doesn't
you're
that make you
hidden.
not hidden?
Yeah, it also makes you not hidden.
Way to come out of hiding for no fucking
No, I loved it. I loved it. I'll still give you advantage for that
And
because
I short bow them.
you are short bowing into the glom,
into the general spreel.
into the spritz of zombies.
22.
Oh yeah, are you aiming at one that is inflamed?
The sixth one.
The sixth one? No, I like that. That's always good. How much damage was that?
97. No.
900.
Do better.
God. 4.
Hooray!
Nice.
It is inflamed and also arrowed.
I've never seen so many 1s on 1d6s in a row.
Jeez.
Everybody's been rolling min damage.
Super fire.
Yeah, Boutte.
But surely my idiom inspired them with dismay.
Everybody feels really good about themselves.
I'm a bit confused.
Yeah. Just kind of look over my shoulder like, what the fuck was
I
that?
think you may have actually given me disadvantage on this attack. Are any of them close enough to me to hit with my axe yet?
You could close and hit, yeah.
Okay, I will close and hit on whomever I can close and hit upon.
Roll a d6 for me.
Okay. Dose.
Dose it is. That one's looking extra messed up right now.
Okay.
Almost indeathified.
I will now hit him with my axe.
Lovely.
Well, I keep moving down, and I think this one's going to miss. 11.
No, still hits.
Oh, okay.
These are slow moving dudes without
Okay.
any armor on.
Okay.
So give me that damage.
Yep. 12 damage.
12 damage it is. The zombie staggers for a second as your axe sinks into its skull, but as you pull the axe back out, its eyes come back up again and it's not dead, even though you're pretty sure you should have killed it with that.
Shoot the wizard.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking too. Like,
We got to kill the head vampire.
Who has knowledge religion up in this piece? Because this is something you guys probably, having not played this edition with before, are not familiar with. Roll one of them.
13.
13,
18.
18.
That one?
Okay, so
you are
Strom-
less spiritual than
Strom
you
does
were.
not know what religion is. Never heard that word before.
But I have a great thing to shout at Big Buffet.
Big booty.
you're pretty convinced that this particular zombie has been chosen. It is the chosen of zombies. Like it's risen again in 3 seconds.
Buffet, please do not encounter the chosen one, and if you cannot do great things, do small things in a great way.
It's like you're like a Facebook post that has something with like a guy running with like a prosthetic leg in a marathon. He's like,
Right.
yeah.
Are you making fun of specials?
No.
Oh!
No, motivational
Holy
posters.
Yeah.
shit.
The ska band?
Yeah, I love the.
So what? Second wave? Are we gonna talk about ska going on?
Back to second wave.
Oh my god.
First of all, it's Big Boutte, and all things that I do are great.
Here's the thing that the people who actually rolled well on this check know, is that you can kill, like you can do damage that would kill a zombie. It rolls like a Constitution save, and if it passes, it goes to 1 hit point rather than dying.
Kill
Oh.
again.
So you hit it again, and the save gets harder because the more you drop it below 0, the bigger the save gets.
Gotcha.
That's all. Ankle dankle.
How many are within 30 feet now? 7 before?
It's the same, yeah, 7. Because they have not moved yet.
Since my last turn?
Yeah, because you guys got a surprise round.
Oh,
Yeah, you
right.
can not complain about that if you want.
Right. I'm not complaining. I'm questioning. Oh, fuck it. I'm just gonna channel divinity and turn undead.
Lovely.
Okay. It's DC 13.
And that's what is that, a wisdom?
Yes.
Okay. So,
Zombies are not
Yes.
wise.
Do I get advantage on any? No, I don't. We did that last time.
no,
Wow.
no,
This is very effective.
and no. Alright. Well, that's fun.
So how many of them turn around and move off?
You don't know yet. Well, actually, you do, because they have the next action. You're not doing anything else, right?
No.
Okay. So at this point, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 zombies go fleeing back the way they came.
Are they on fire?
Nice round.
Yeah, several of them are
right
on fire,
Dinkle.
leaving trails of fire throughout the forest as they continue to run through it as flaming bodies.
One of them farts and it flames out.
Yeah, big,
It's
big
awesome.
A fear fart.
Yeah.
fear fart.
That's one of my
Then
favorite reality shows.
fear fart. So then, of the ones remaining, one will close with you, Boutte.
Bring it on.
One will close with Ankle.
Okay.
One will close with Gildor.
I'm up here just
Gildor's nodding like, yeah, come
Yeah,
on,
come and bring it.
undead motherfucker.
And then, actually, because you guys are up in trees still, correct?
But I shout, if opportunity doesn't knock, build a fucking door. That's what I shout to number 12 there.
I love this new turn in your character. I really do. It's like Tony Robbins of halflings.
Fucking door awaits you, mother.
So he would be almost 4 feet tall?
Yeah, I like that one. That's a good goof. All right, so let me just roll attacks on everybody. Butte, what's your AC?
It is 17.
17. They both miss, horrifyingly.
Right.
And then, Ankle, what's yours?
18.
18. That's a couple of misses. And Gildor?
I'm naked, so it's 12.
Oh, I forgot
You
you were
really?
naked.
Where are you naked?
When did you strip your clothes off?
He has the
All I have is
clothes.
the nice
Oh,
clothes.
right!
Oh,
I
right.
forgot about
Yeah.
that. Surprisingly, a couple blows land home on you.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
it's just,
weird.
you know, it's crazy, right? So one of them just sort of gives you a little face push, just a little, and you take 2 points of damage. The other one just goes ahead and reaches down and grabs a hold of you by the balls, and gives him a good shake, and you'll take another 5 points of damage.
That's ball damage.
Yeah,
Straight
Wait,
from the ball.
that's a bad thing?
a little too tight.
That's
A
pleasure.
little too tight.
Well, it all depends on what
Different
you're
strokes.
into.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be a bad thing.
Wait, so what does bloodied mean?
Half your hit points.
Half your hit points.
Yeah, I'm bloodied.
Okay. So
Bloodied
it's got
balls.
bloody balls.
God damn it.
Should probably put your clothes on at the next opportunity.
Yeah, it's
Dude, the clothes didn't do anything for me.
Oh, really?
I gotta get some armor or something.
Gildor, it is your turn. You've got 2 zombies on you.
I don't think you
Alright.
can wear armor.
Then, oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's true, huh?
Yeah. You
I gotta find something.
should
All
probably
right, well,
cast mage armor.
that would have been a good idea. I'm going to burning hands the shit out of the guy with my nuts in his hand.
Oh,
You might want to
Roger.
wait till he lets go.
No way, man, because I mean his face is like right there.
So what I'm gonna need is a Constitution save for your concentration check, essentially,
Oh shit, yeah.
for the damage.
Damn it. All right.
Shouldn't be too high, though.
So your damage, your 10, whichever's higher.
Con save is up here.
Oh, right there.
Saving throw, yeah.
11.
You are good. So go ahead and burning hands me.
All right, so it's a DC dexterity save, 13. For half,
Make it.
2 fucking ones.
Yay!
For 7 points of damage.
7 points of damage
That was
total.
3d6
Yeah.
and you rolled 7?
7.
Nice work.
Yowza.
Everybody's dice are broken.
So that brings us to Renard.
Okay, how close is the nearest zombie?
They're all within like 10 feet of you at this point. They're all kind of clustered down around the tree.
I want to pull some kind of leap thing and land on one of their heads.
Cool. Roll me acrobatics or athletics, whichever's higher. Ooh, no.
You just broke your neck, didn't you?
I just broke my face.
No, you didn't. You landed on somebody. Roll me a
just not comfortably.
yeah. Roll me a d6.
Oh man.
So before you roll, 1, 2 is Booty. 3, 4 is Gildor. 5,
Right.
6 is Ankle Dankle.
Sorry guys.
Roll low.
He was over there like 40 feet.
Roll low.
He can't land on us.
I
Magic.
the leap was really good. It was the landing that I just
Yeah.
botched like horribly, and I hit.
Since we didn't say he rolled a nat 1, that's why we're.
Oh yeah, we
and
botched
I
it.
rolled another one
It's a match.
to match it,
Give me a
like a couple
dex
of
save.
nipples.
Who, me?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I should use names on this purely audio podcast that we do. Yeah, Butte, I need a dex save.
Oh, good, because that's the one. That's the one that I have a negative modifier in.
Don't botcho it. That's basically what I'm asking.
12.
12's good enough. I needed a
Okay.
10. You managed to sidestep the falling Reynard. Reynard take, yikes, 6 points of damage as you hit the ground
Yep.
particularly hard.
He can roll D6s.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
blowing thunder on that one. Jeez Louise.
So I see him coming. I step to the side, and then I look down and go.
Amateur.
Folk hero, my ass.
You almost had a pip on your
Is
shoulder.
that my whole move?
No, I'll give you a move to stand back up if you want to
I'll
stand
stand back up and
That's
I'll
horrible.
eat one of these apples that I stole.
up. Like I meant to do that. Yes. Yeah.
It's all good. I'm good. All good to
Don't sweat it, guys.
Like
You'll
an
be all right.
embarrassed cat.
Strong.
Do you rub the apple on your dirty shirt first?
I cough into it because I'm out of breath.
I feel like that's in a Bruce Lee movie somewhere, isn't that? Maybe not.
He
Anyway.
eats an apple after he
Sounds-
falls on his ass.
Sounds like a Jackie
Right.
Chan move.
He took a big old bite out of it and then he rubbed the slimy part.
Yeah, it's rubs the slimy part on him and then kicks two dudes and then throws it up in the air and then punches another couple. Actually, I think that's a bag of candy in Big Boss. Don't worry about it.
Can I do
Strong.
that?
Yes, next round. We can try. It's going to be fun. Strom, it's your action.
I'm up in a tree still,
Yep.
vaguely hidden.
You're hidden.
No, I didn't roll another
I
hijack.
spoke, I
Yeah.
spoke.
Oh, yeah.
You've been yelling a lot.
I've been-
Yeah, I've been yelling a
That's
lot. Yelling platitudes from the tree.
In fact, all the zombies are looking at you while attacking other
They
people.
feel really inspired, though, because they're not very smart, so they're just like, I said something smart, I
Yeah.
think.
That sounded like the true.
Yeah.
I'll go another short bow. I'll go another. I'll hit number 9 with my short bow.
Love it. Calling out the red zombies all the time.
Nat 1.
Yars. Roll again to confirm.
I'm gonna wear out that trombone sound effect on this one.
19.
You just miss. Nothing calamitous happens. That brings us to Boutte.
Piece of pie, guys. Piece of pie.
All right. I will swing my axe at the one that I killed once already.
Oh, good. Actually, that one ran off with the.
Oh, that's one of the ones that
Yeah.
ran off. So is there another one I can get to? And
Oh yeah, no, you got two of them directly on you, so you
Okay.
could even get your bonus swang on if you want.
I'm not going to spend that yet.
Okay, you got one that's more messed up than the other two, if that makes a difference to you.
I'll hit the one that's more messed up with a 16,
That'll do.
and I will do 14 points of damage.
Love it. Oh, you killed it, but you didn't.
Not quite.
Yeah, and again, similar sensation where it goes limp for a second, and then it's just like, and I'm back up again.
And I do a Indiana Jones eye roll at the guy who's flipping the sword around in the courtyard.
Yes. That then takes us down to ankle.
There's one on me,
You got two on you.
2 on me.
I got 5 on.
I got 5 on it.
At least she doesn't have chills that are multiplying.
Yeah, because then she might be losing control.
Oh no!
So supply some power to me.
I watched Faced Off the other day.
Face Off?
Yeah.
I love that movie.
Yeah, but they are horrible actors.
Oh, it's so stupid.
Well, it's got that Nicolas Cage charm to it.
Nicolas Cage
Right.
and John Travolta trying to do impressions
Of each other in the first bit is the best.
Oh my god. That's so
If I
bad.
attack one of them physically, do I open myself up for an attack?
No.
Near the close?
Yeah. No, as long as you're not casting a spell.
No, I haven't hit anything with my warhammer or my axe yet.
You
and
should
I
do
would
that.
like to do that.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah,
I'm
swing
going
that
to
hammer.
hit a zombie with a warhammer.
Okay.
Yes?
Yes. That is a thing.
15.
That'll hit.
Yay!
Give me the damage.
8.
Huh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
That's pretty decent.
Do it again.
Good.
Just kidding.
And that brings us to them. So, 2 on
Ooh, I
cheese
forgot
peas.
about that.
Oh no!
Up here, silly fabric monkeys.
Wow.
Okay, so Boutte.
I don't know why, but as soon as he said that, the first thing that popped into my head was Ronnie Dobbs yelling, "I don't love you! I don't love you!" And it doesn't have anything to do with anything. But that's just the first thing I heard in my head. Is it my turn?
No, it's
Whose turn
actually
is
your.
it?
It's mine. I'm rolling. I'm rolling damage.
Whose
on
many
you.
turns is it?
It's mine.
Hi.
Monkeys of cloth. Up here.
So you get 4 points of damage as one of them. Takes a swing at you, swats you right across, and then the other one tries to grab at you and grabs, but it grabs onto your axe, and as it's trying to pull you closer, just fully sinks that into its neck and drops down to the ground. No longer undead.
I will put my foot on his chest and pull my axe out.
And then
Because fuck zombies.
ooh, Lordy. So ankle. One of them swings and clocks you in the back of the head for 5 points of damage.
Fuck you, buddy.
And then the other one does a super solid swing. 8 points of damage as it slams a fist into the center of your chest, and you feel the wind sort of knocked out of you for a second.
That noise. What?
And then
What?
Gildor. Ooh, man. The one that slapped you before manages to slap you again for 3 points of damage.
What?
And then the other one grabs you by the arm and gives you a really bad, like, Indian sunburn. Is that what the
Rope burn?
rope burns? And
That's racist.
Yeah, a little bit.
no, because it's what they do in India.
Oh.
It's racist, man.
I don't know.
Right. You would know.
Anyway, so it gets you for 3 on the second one as well. And that would then bring us back up to the top with Gildor.
Face. You got a rug burn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I'm almost dead.
That's-
You have a potion for that, though.
Do I?
Yeah,
Everybody does. We all have
we
one.
all do. 2d4 plus 2.
It's an action to use it, though.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I didn't know that this is the way this game was going to go today, and right before we started, Aiden said, make sure you say, the pen is mightier than the sword, and then attack somebody with a pen. So, I'm just saying, since you're on the platitudes thing, there's a freebie.
We'll find that. That'll be a callback when you get a pen.
You should really
So
be
you
playing Doc Holliday with that mustache.
Yeah. You got it?
Yeah, I don't see the point in healing.
Well,
I rarely do.
usually the point is
Well,
to regain hit points.
They're gonna attack me again, and it's
But then you can attack them back.
maybe.
So what would you like to do?
Fine, I drink my
If you
potion
can-
of healing.
But you can move and take an action, so you can get out of the way and take one, right? Can you go somewhere?
He could defensively get out of their way for a full and then drink the potion next turn. But disengaging like that will provoke an attack of opportunity.
Unless he disengages.
Unless he disengages, which is a full round action, correcto? Or is that just a regular
It's
action?
an action.
Oh, then you could disengage and
You can
drink the potion.
disengage and move.
My bad. I'm still
Oh,
stuck
yeah?
on 3-5 rules, yeah.
No, you can disengage and move, and then on your next turn you can drink the potion.
Oh, disengage.
Disengaging
then move.
is an action,
itself.
but then you can move without provoking.
Gotcha. So disengage and move and then drink a potion on the next turn. So I was kind of right.
Yeah.
In a weird.
How disengage is what, twice? No.
No, disengage is an action. Then you can move your full movement.
So
Okay.
you get 30 foot away.
Disengage takes the place of an attack.
Okay.
Without provoking, right?
Yeah.
Right.
All right, then I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna disengage and move 30, like directly away from.
Away
guy.
from the big cambloozle of zombies.
Yeah.
You're going to quadrangle a latitude at which you could
Nope.
get a regress.
Just back.
Oh, okay. I was trying to get back on that old word gag, and it was falling a little limp
Well, you
there.
used real words. That's why.
I know, and I got one. I thought they
If you
sounded.
just said,
They sound fake to me.
if you can retard to a platitude,
Retard to a platitude would have been nice.
A plutitude.
A plutitude.
platitude.
Plutitude. You got plutitudes for days.
He retards to a further plutitude.
I'm not a plebeian, but
I just crunch a lot. Anyway, I forgot whose turn it was.
Well, it was
Gildor just went and
Gildor's.
disengaged, so that brings us to Reynard.
I'm bringing whiskey every week.
Yeah.
who's struggling the most with the dude? Is he near to me?
Reynard is not Reynard. You're Reynard. Gildor. I have not drank that much. I'm like
Gil-
honestly not
you're
buzzed.
just-
I'm
you're
just
just-
completely
Well, Gildor's out of the way now.
flucelled, as they say. Fusily?
Right?
Concert her.
Gildor's out of the way now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's out of the way.
So
So
he's not.
She's good.
yeah. So he's just in the most hit point trouble, but
Yeah.
I don't know about
each
that.
of these
Where are
dudes
you
have.
at?
Which one's
Where are
okay?
you at, hit point
Where's the
wise?
closest dude?
Yeah.
Where's the closest zombie who's attacking one of these guys?
Right next to you, because you're right next
That
to
would be
Butte.
Gilda.
Okay, I want to
No.
point at him.
No.
Uh-huh.
I want to point
No.
at this zombie,
Uh-huh.
and then I want to take this apple
I already love this.
and I want to throw it up in the air, and I want to smack it with a torch
Uh-huh.
like a baseball,
Uh-huh.
and send a flaming apple into his head.
Oh boy, you are the Leonardo da Vinci of Dungeons and Dragons. Yes, this is totally happening again.
He's thinking far outside of the starter box.
No, that is beautiful. Okay, so what I'm going to need for this, athletics, do you have that? Is that really awful for you?
Yeah, I can do that.
All right, roll me an athletics check.
6.
6. Okay, great.
But it's right next to me, right?
No, it's right next to you, so it's great.
Like
So,
point blank.
so you hit the apple with the torch, and the problem is the apple is a little overripe, and so it explodes in a shower of flaming apple bits. So.
God, how am I going to find a sound effect of an exploding?
Yeah, work on that. So both Reynard and Boutte and Ankle take 2 points of flaming apple damage. The zombies are going to take more.
Do I have to wait till my turn to save?
Oh, save on death? Are you unconscious?
She's unconscious.
Yeah, wait till your turn to save on
I'm
unconsciousness.
sorry.
I didn't realize you were that low either.
Flaming apple
This was a good
just
goof, and I was
killed our
like,
cleric.
all right,
Yeah, I was
so
just messing
Way to
around.
go, foxy fuck.
Just trying to look awesome.
Reynard the fuck.
okay, great. So that brings us to Strom.
Well, for that last move, that's kind of like Äpfel mit Birnen geflachen.
You're the one that has to translate that for yourself, because I can't.
No.
That was probably really funny if you speak German.
Our Freundin in Deutschland wird das
Our
schön gemacht.
German
We
audience
don't have
will
any
dig it.
Freundin in Deutschland yet.
Wir, wir werden. Wir
Oh,
werden.
they hate us there, but you'll see.
Yeah, you just translate everything I say.
I got shit.
Yeah, it's a whole mess down below there.
What's going on down below me? There's three awake still.
Everyone
There's
just got
there's
hit with
three
flaming
dead still.
So yeah, Ankle just dropped because Mike exploded. Reynard exploded a flaming apple.
Thanks, buddy.
Alright.
There's still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zombies kind of palling around with everyone in a really hurtful way, doing a lot of bro grabs.
They're not being cool about
No,
it.
they're not being cool about it. They're a little aggro. If you want, the vibe's kind of harsh.
Aggro made me snot bubble almost.
Yeah.
All right, so there we go. The end of another fine adventure.
Another good old fashioned slobber knocker.
Whatever
as they
just
say.
happened was amazing.
It was great. John, I have a question for you.
Tell me about it, Bob.
Suppose I've listened to this podcast and I've loved it because I listened to it, and that's the only reaction you could possibly have. What can I do to find out more information about this fascinating group of people that I've just listened to playing my favorite childhood game
And drinking.
and drinking,
And drinking?
excessively?
Well, you could Snapchat me all your nudies.
Whoa!
Oh, sorry. No. I'm sorry. What I meant to say was rate and review us on iTunes.
Oh, what a great idea!
I keep accidentally posting my dick on iTunes for all my favorite podcasts,
Easily.
and then I rate and review people I want to see naked. I'm going to a doctor.
And you
tomorrow.
wonder why you've been banned from both Snapchat and iTunes.
I know, right? It's the worst. But seriously, if you could just take a couple minutes, get on iTunes, rate and review us, that helps us move up the listing and get more eyeballs
Absolutely.
to get some ear holes.
Yeah, and if we appreciate the people that have been tweeting out our
Street team, what up?
street team, Canada Street Team. How's it going?
Hi, Canada.
We appreciate everything you're doing. That's great. And it would also help immensely if you could go over to iTunes, give us a rate and a review. You can also rate and review us on Stitcher, because we are now available on Stitcher as well. So, while you're at iTunes doing that, head on over to the Stitcher site and just throw us a rate and a review up there, and that helps us move up in those rankings as well the same way.
Lovely.
And most importantly, if you like the show, please tell a friend. And whether that's a friend in real life or online, whatever. If you can get somebody else to listen to it, that just helps us all the more. Anything else anybody would like to add?
If you don't like it, tell me.
You can.
I'll fix it.
I'll fix it.
I couldn't remember the next part of that.
Yeah.
We probably won't fix it, to be fair. Full disclosure. We're probably just going to keep doing it, and, but whatever.
I will find you.
Yeah.
I will find you.
I have a certain skill set.
Oh, that's the best. Sean just won podcasting.
Yes.
All right. We should probably get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
All right.
Rate and review on iTunes.
Love
Rate and
you.
review on Stitcher. Check us out on Facebook. Check us out on Twitter.
I'm on Snapchat.
And
Show us your boobs.
give somebody a hug.
No.
Because they probably need it. Do not send Crystal any dick pics. She is not interested.
Oh my god.
Send them to me.
All right, so until next week, roll a d20, drink, repeat. Flagons and Dragons is DM'd by Jonathan Markheim. Recorded, edited, and engineered by Bob Morsch. Like the Flagons and Dragons page on Facebook or follow us on Twitter at FlagDrag. You can also send an email to flagdragpodcast@gmail.com.